Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Kaba Ilco number 7161 TK1 10B standard turn knob mortise cylinder. This is a mortise cylinder that has a thumb turn. Simple. This is a 7161 by Kaba Ilco. That means that tells us the length, certainly. That means it's a 1-inch cylinder. From the underside of the head to the back of the cam is 1 inch. And that's how mortise cylinders are measured. Okay? Including the cam, 1 inch. The TK, well, it tells us thumb knob, thumb turn. The 1 tells us it's a standard cam. That's their 863G cam. It's a standard cam. A standard cam would be used on very old mortise locks. It would be used on key switches. It would be used on alarm bypasses. Generic pieces of hardware will take standard cams. Mortise locks by the common name manufacturers would not use a standard cam. Unless it was a Yale or Corbin from the 1930s, it's not going to take a standard cam. Adams Wright, there might be one item or a couple that take a standard cam, but everything in Adams Wright basically is the MS Adams Wright cam. And by the way, when you change the number 1 to a different number, you get a different cam type, and there's about 18 of them. The other common one is the 2 cam. That would indeed give you the Adams Wright style cam. So if you change the TK1 to TK2, like if you were going to put this on an aluminum storefront, you would most likely want the Adams Wright cam. Why this client is using these with a standard cam and a thumb turn, I don't know the application. I know that they also bought the cash ring nuts, cash box nuts. So they're obviously attaching these cylinders to something. I just don't know what the application that they're using thumb turns with standard cams. The next part of the part number is the finish, 10B. That's going to be representative of an oil-rubbed bronze finish. I would argue that this is not a true oil-rubbed finish and that it is probably powder-coated over something, would be my guess. But nonetheless, is going to be very faithful to oil-rubbed bronze. Very high-quality equipment from Kaba Ilco, and high quality and Kaba Ilco, in my opinion, goes together. Solid brass cylinder housing, solid brass plug. That means that you're going to have incredibly smooth operation. Hardware made of high machining tolerance that permits you great keying. Means that cylinder is going to last for decades, is the bottom line. The less costly zinc die-cast cylinders, the margins are so high in that material, it's not even worth using, in my opinion, when you can buy a solid brass piece of equipment from Kaba Ilco. They do make mortise cylinders in different lengths as well. You may have need for different lengths on a thumb turn style mortise cylinder. You can do the common ones are of course going to be 7151, which is a 15/16, 7161, 1 inch, 7181, inch and an eighth. But they get into other thumb turn series as well. So the 7161 also infers that you're doing a turn knob. If you needed a 1-inch mortise cylinder, it would be a 7165. So the part number is literally different. In turn knob style, 15/16, 1 inch, inch and an eighth, inch and a quarter, inch and 3/8, inch and a half, inch and 5/8, inch and 3/4, inch and 7/8, and 2 inch. And why you would use that stuff, those longer lengths, is most likely an unusual door thickness, or you might be installing a lock off-center, or you might be installing a lock off-center in an unusual door thickness. So whatever the case is. You can refer to those part numbers from the link below this video to the manufacturer's page, where you can pull up the brass cylinder catalog, and you'll find in there where you can see all that stuff. Interestingly enough, forgive me, you can also do the ADA style thumb. Where it is then a handicap compliant style thumb turn, and it is a noticeably larger thumb turn. It's about that big, and it's tapered on its end. A bigger thumb turn. You might like it, you might want it just for the sake of having it, or you might need a handicap compliant thumb turn. And when you add the prefix ADA 7161 TK1 10B, will give you the handicap compliant version of that as well. So that's there. They can also do a captive turn knob, and a captive turn knob is an interesting piece of equipment where you can control the turn in the cylinder. So you can basically have the option to turn a mortise cylinder into a thumb turn, or remove that so that you can have a key requirement on it as well. And the way that captive thumb turn works is that you have it's a mortise cylinder with a key that has a head or a bow of the key that looks like a thumb turn. Well, inside of there is an access hole for a special tool that you can insert and pull that thumb turn out. So if you needed to provide thumb turn access through a door, you can do that. And when you want to disallow access, you can pull the thumb turn out, and now you need a key, which is the thumb turn. And that would work as well. The manufacturer's page I've referred to has lots of other handy resources on it. Lots of links to lots of different items, not only their brass cylinder catalog, which will show you all mortise and rim cylinder options, accessory hardware like cylinder collars. It's going to have their key blank catalog, which is an incredibly handy resource to have when researching key blanks. If there's any volume on a key blank and it's not patented, Kaba Ilco probably makes it. There's also their storefront hardware catalog, lots of restricted information there, not restricted information on restricted keyways. Their Gemini stuff is there. They also are going to have their key machine information there. So lots of nice documentation is there. My most favorite product from Kaba Ilco is their low-profile deadbolt. And that's a nice deadbolt because it's modular. You can throw different mortise cylinders onto it, single or double cylinder. You can, it's low profile where it really hugs the face of the door and projects off very little. Requires 1 7/8" diameter. I wish that was 1.5 inches. That would be nice. But what's really great is they have 3 back sets. Sure 2 3/8, sure 2 3/4, but they have 2 inch as well. So if you're doing a 4-inch wide style on your 10 or 15 light French doors and you want a deadbolt right in the center, they've got you covered. And they're the only company I'm aware of that does. Okay. If you have any questions on the Adams Rite 7161 in a TK1 in a 10B finish, and of course you can do any finish, your brasses, your bronze, your chromes, satin polished, oil rubbed obviously, black, Duracolor brown. There's got to be 10 finishes that are available. Any finish you need is pretty much going to be available. Any questions on this or any other Kaba Ilco product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.